What's up everyone, Chris with Carved Dog Angling here. I just wanted to do a quick little video of how I built this minnow tank. The reason I built this minnow tank was just for the conveniency of having bait at my house. I live about 35 miles from town and don't always get a chance to go to town to buy bait and tackle and stuff, so just a little convenient to have minnows. And I also got a little mini worm bed going on right now to keep worms too alive, so I might do a video on that later on too. Okay, first thing I did is I started off with a chest freezer I found on Facebook. It was just I posted an ad looking for just a cheap chest freezer. I got this for about 50 bucks. It's an older model, but hey, it still works, and I needed one that worked simply for the fact to help regulate the temperature of the water. So pretty much right now what I do is I got this freezer on a time clock here. It's kind of like a time clock you have for your Christmas lights. I'm still playing with it. I just plugged it in here about 5 minutes ago and I got set to run for about an hour, and I'm just monitoring my water temperature right here on this little floating water gauge I got. I started off last night out of the garden hose. When I filled it, it was about 43 degrees roughly, and with my lid and everything on it, overnight and about 24 hours later, it's only climbed about 4 or 5 degrees, so it retains the cold pretty good. Lid's made out of just some plywood here with some of that reflective roll stuff. I just kind of stapled to it here. Then next thing I did is I got myself a little pond pump and a little bucket to set over it, and I drilled holes in that bucket to keep the minnows away from the pump so they don't get sucked into the pump and burn out the pump. But pretty much what I do is I got the water coming up, over, and it goes all the way down to the bottom of the bucket here. And then that water level actually rises up through all the filtration I got, and then just right out there and down. For filters, what I used is on the very bottom, right down here, is a blue coarse filter to catch all the big stuff. And then above that, I got a white buffer pad. I don't know, it's like for a buffing machine or something, but a little bit more, not as coarse, a little bit more fine. I got a 5-pack of those on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And then above that, I actually got quilt batting as like a final, like really fine filtration. And then actually above that, I don't know if you guys can see it here. Let's see if I can peel this back a little bit here. I actually got dish scrubbies. And those dish scrubbies act as like as bio balls. And what happens is the good bacteria will actually stick to those dish scrubbies, and then they'll help eat up the ammonia and break down the ammonia into nitrates and other good stuff for filtering out the water. And then I put another buffer pad on top of that to hold the scrubbies, so the scrubbies actually stayed underwater. So that's my quick setup for the filter there. Then what else I did is I found a broken flower pot, which worked great. You can kind of see all my minnows down there. They love that flower pot. If I move that flower pot, they love to just follow it around. So that keeps them away from the pump and getting sucked into the pump. You can see I got I threw some oats in there today to see if I can feed them something. But yeah, that's the quick setup to this. I got a aerator. Got 2 hoses on it. You can see does a pretty good job at aerating, so I should have plenty of good aeration and water flow. But yeah, one more thing I'll add is I originally was going to put this filtration system on top of this shelf here and then run my pipes down through this. I saw some plans on YouTube on somebody else that did that, and I got thinking about it, and I actually ended up coming up with this idea. I got some cinder blocks in there to raise it, and it's about flush with the top here. And the reason I did that is it is all self-contained, so if I ever had a pipe break or something, that water wouldn't be running out into my basement, and 100 gallons out in my basement probably wouldn't be the best. So that's why I put the filter system inside the tank itself. Yeah, that's all I got for now, but hope you guys liked the video.